Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed. All right, family. How you feeling? Oh yeah, it's the Healing Vibez Show, and I believe my co-host is in the building. The Healing Vibez Show herself, Miss Healing Vibez Show, Kerry-Ann Ingram. How you doing, Kerry-Ann? What you say? I can't hear you. What is that?
I'm good. Can you see me?
I can hear you, but I can't. Hold on one second. I got you. There you go. Hey, what's up? How's everything?
Medea is in.
All right. You see me? All right, good. As long as we see you. Yeah, but tan pan it long. Yeah, tan pan it long.
That's what I'm saying. So there's something set up, King Simon. Set up.
Jamaica been very, very good to you, huh? Mm-hmm. Jamaica been very, very good to you. Huh?
Yeah, I got to go under some real sun.
That's right. People remember to like, subscribe, and share. And of course, we are here. We rolling dolo together. We're doing our thing today. So glad that you made it back from JA, just like I'm glad I made it back from New York City. You know what I'm saying?
Yay.
had a wonderful time out there. I know you had a wonderful time. How's Jamaica? And you met with Paula Herlock for the first time, huh?
I did. Mm-hmm.
How was that?
Oh my God. She is like such a beautiful soul.
Yes.
She invited me to stay in her home. She took me around to see the spiritual parts of Kingston. Yeah, it was a wonderful experience, especially the fact that she has a mango tree filled with mango in her front yard. Do you understand? Do you understand what that means?
Of course, I know what that means. You're climbing tree.
I was in heaven.
I'm sure. You're climbing trees. Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Her husband climbed and picked some like up high. And
Yeah.
Like, this is amazing. This is like the real Jamaican experience. I love it. Even though we born them, we come from there, you know?
Okay. That's good. Congrats. Big up to Paula, whatever she's doing and however she's doing it. I'm honored that you was able to meet with her and see her. Also, remember, Kerry-Ann Ingram is also broadcasting on her YouTube channel. That's Kerry-Ann Ingram on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and like and share that too. She's broadcasting there. And make sure you support both of us on our Linktree. We both have a Linktree. And if you don't know, now you know, baby. Now you know. Linktree / Kerry-Ann Ingram and Linktree / King Simon the Yes, I had Jamaica is a place that I miss dearly, and I can't wait to be able to fly there and enjoy Jamaican life again. For at least I'll probably go there. I go back there all the time, in and out of Jamaica, boy. So
I can't wait. Yeah, you will want to come back for a while at least. And the fact that you can work remotely.
That's right. What's my I go to Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi? What's my I go to Wi-Fi? Me goes it up. That ever the Wi-Fi. I might need a Wi-Fi also. I have a Wi-Fi.
Right?
to travel with me. Because I know how I find anybody in Jamaica right now. Yeah, that part. When I was in my troublesome days, I used to get troublesome.
I bet. And they were like, "Oh, this Yankee, he's in town." Okay,
yeah, man. We go visit. But in Jamaica, I kept it close to the hip, because I either knew the girl that I might deal with at that age, at my age, at 17 and 18, in those ages, as somebody that grew up with my family next door, or somebody that's taking care of my grandfather or my grandmother, or one of my auntie. Them they work with the aunties and all that. They're home aid attendant or something, or they just part of the family somehow. One of these people, not a cousin, but there's somebody that worked for the family. So I know, so I still have some close friends that I know for many years that we all growing and looking good as we're getting older together. And I was supposed to visit one while it was in Jersey, but I wasn't able to go to Jersey at that time. They had some other company at the house with her mother and everything, so they couldn't accommodate me for that weekend. So next time, it's always good to link up with your Jamaican family and do what you have to do.
Trust.
I don't stress nothing,
I got to see my aunt and uncle, which I didn't get to the last trip.
Yes. How was that?
That was really nice. We sat and talked, and like, she's such a sweetheart. My aunt, she was like asking me, she's like, "So tell me, what God do you worship? Like, who's your Lord and Savior?" And I'm like, "Are you ready?" And no, like, it was really receptive. I'm explaining how I'm spiritual. I'm not religious. It's all about spirituality.
You had to ready them.
But they were very receptive, and good. It could be because I know how to explain myself, but also it could be also the changing of the times where people are more open to hearing alternate perspectives of the same truth,
Right. And in the Father's house, there's many mansions. Once they understand that's like a mansion, and there's doors to every mansion. One mansion might be clean, one mansion might be dirty, one mansion might be messed up, one might have flowers in it, the other one have crystals in it. Have a sound bowl in it. You never know. It might have the Quran in it, they might have the Tao in it, they might have the Gnostic Bible in the mansion there. But it's a mansion we have to deal with,
Exactly. Well said. Okay, so
gosh.
I didn't get to buy the other ones because it would have been too heavy, but
oh, you got it. Oh man, okay. You got Ra Nefra Atum. Well, I can get him on the show. I just spoke to somebody that's connected.
Really?
Yeah, I know him. He knows me very well, and
yes.
Every time he sees me, But this time I spoke to somebody from the Asar Set Society. So I knew him for many years, and he always used to see me in Flatbush in Brooklyn and said, Brother King Simon, please tell Laila Africa that I send my greetings. Because I was bringing in Dr. Africa. Yeah, but I could get him. Keep on reading. That's a good book. Yes. That's a good book. Show that book again so I can show the people. That book by Ra Nefra Atum. Ra Nefra Atum. Amen. Ra Nefra Amen. Shekema back in the day. Big up to him. Enough respect. I've listened to him and Phil and all of them from the 80s back in the day. So I know exactly who that is.
Oh my God, can you put me up front again? Because like this can. You guys,
you're tan paned long, boy. You're tan paned long.
I have to be a little vain because Canada in the wintertime washes us out, so
look at it. Yes, I was seeing those legs on your social media. I said, Lord, you have legs for days. Yes. Praise the leg, God. Yes.
They saw sun and they were so happy to see sun.
I know. I see your toes all out there. You doing your thing, girl. You got to go on her social media and see her wiggling them feet.
I'm not wiggling those feet.
I love
runners.
Love me some good feet, boy. Love me some good feet. You know what I'm saying?
Are you a feet man?
I'm a feet And I can say other parts, but yes, I love all, all the good parts that women have, all the great parts.
Want to hear something really funny?
Yes.
Some years ago, someone slid up in my DMs
I'm sure.
and was like, I like your feet. No. Sorry. No. He was like, I like your soul. I was like, oh my God, that's so nice. Thank you so much. He's like, yeah, the one on the bottom of your foot.
Gotcha. But he caught you though. He caught you.
Totally caught me. And he's like, can you send me a picture? I'm like, no, that's really weird. I will not. He's like, just send me your Cash App and then just send me the photo.
They are making so much money off of feet fetishes. If I have a friend that makes up to $1,000 or more just showing her feet.
For real?
She ain't showing her ass. She's showing her feet.
I mean, yeah.
So you can Google that up if you need help. You got.
If you need help.
I got connect. Look, it's healing vibe. If that's what's going to heal that brother or that sister or whoever's watching your feet, go ahead and show your feet, girl. Go make that money. Don't
make that money.
I know you say, the King Simon, I'm bad influence. No, I am a realist.
Bad influence. Whoever said that, yes.
Because look, as long as you're not selling your backside and all that, but if somebody have a feet fetish, there's a market for it.
Okay, but hold on. Because who knows what that person is doing to that photo in the quiet.
That's why you don't have to care about what they're doing.
I do though. I really do.
You're just showing your feet.
My foot is holy.
But you got a beautiful face. So what they doing when they take a snapshot of your face too? So stay focused here. It's a foot. It's feet. Let's stay with the feet.
Even have. Now I'm gonna be like, oh, never remove all my photos.
Don't do that.
Yeah, scrub it.
I mean, sometimes, let me tell you, I know this is the healing vibe, but some people get healed by watching people's feet and hands. I mean, they advertised that in catalogs when we were younger. Feet, hands, body, underwear. Look here. Now people don't have to buy a catalog to do it. They selling it. He said, send me your Cash App and your PayPal. Hey, look, he probably would have sent you $100. You would have said, $100 and I showed my feet? Lord, mommy need to make this thing out.
I think about that because I'm not that person at all. Like I'm gonna always say no. But I'm like, if I was a different person, I could be so wealthy. Just like
you're born under the number 8, you attract money. I don't know if that, and as long as it's not degraded to you, you just showing feet and wiggling your toes. These guys, whatever they doing, because you showing your feet, they giving you this girl. I had her on. I interviewed her too, and she's a dominatrix. Let me say that too. Oh. But I had her on, and she had classes on foot fetishes and how to show your feet and make it oil it down and do the pedicure, manicure, and all that, and show your feet and throw it in the. I had a camera set up. She showed you how to set up the aesthetics, and I had her on. She's a spiritual dominatrix. This is what she does. So she had me laughing. I was rolling up in this thing. I said, yo, but she got herself a Mercedes Benz. She got herself a nice law apartment. She's doing her thing. But she's also into her spirituality, her prayers and meditation and all that. And that type of stuff has been around for ages, whether it's, whether you call it prostitution or what. It has been around.
You said it, not me.
As they're saying, if you call it prostitution, but she's not going out there to give it to him. She's got a whole man at home that respects her and says, "Oh, not taking your feet. You got beautiful feet. If somebody gonna give you $1,000 for them feet, girl, that's gonna help pay some bills and buy some stuff up in this house." Right. It is what it is. That's her beauty, and sometimes beauty.
Absolutely. If she could stomach it and do it, 100%. I can't. I have a really funny story since we're talking about this type of stuff.
Okay, go ahead, please. Let's talk. Let's put up our time. Let's find out time, and we can time find it.
So, a previous partner, that I was in a serious relationship with this individual, and we were going away on a trip, and we, they're like, oh, if you want extra cash to buy stuff because it's real, there's a lot of stuff where we're going that you'll want to buy and it's cheap. You should get some more money. And I'm like, I'm really good with what I have right now. I'm not looking to buy anything extra to bring back. And they're like, okay, but I really think you should try to make some extra cash to come. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can go get a job at a bar to get some quick cash, right? That's a quick cash tips. And then they're like, how about stripping? And I'm like,
I got to put myself up in the close front. What? Wow.
You're like, what?
Wine, Kerry, wine, wine.
And I'm like, okay. I'm not going to do it in Toronto because all my family's here. And most people, they leave and go to Niagara Falls, which is, close to the United States border. And I was like, maybe I'll do that. Then I'm like, nah, that's where people go to hide. And that's where people go to see the people who are going to hide. So no.
Exactly.
Then he's like, okay, I'll fly you out to Florida, to Miami, and you'll stay with my friend, a client. And then you can, go and scout some clubs and go find a place to go shake your ass, watch yourself.
Wow.
So I fly out, bought a ticket, flew out, stayed with a friend. My first day to a club, I saw a woman spread eagle in front of a man in the pervert row, and I did a Yui and went back to the car and bawled all the way back to the woman's house and cried for an entire week. I didn't do it. That's just not me. And he got pissed. He's like, yeah, you just come home then because you're not going to do it.
Yeah, why waste your time? And he should. He should have been there to be assistant and going to egg you on if he's going to help.
No, I don't. That's not who I am. That is not. That's not in my wheelhouse.
But you would do it privately for your own man, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. That is a completely different scenario.
Good. That's what we like. We want the women that would do it in the house. My brother even bought a darn stripper's pole for his wife, so I know in for the bedroom. Yeah, so she know how to get it in and do what she got to do. That's healing for you because you got sexual healing, you got sensual healing, you got all types of healing. So that's why we the healing vibes. I ain't afraid to talk about it now. We ain't afraid to talk and go there now. But I used to book strippers. I used to handle strippers, male and female strippers. So I know
stripping isn't easy. The stripper pole, I went to a party and the host had a pole in her living room. So I was like, oh my God, I have always wanted to try this. Can I? She's like, it's not easy. I'm like, oh, please. I have strong upper arms. She's like, okay. It's not easy. It is so hard.
Yeah, I heard it's a very hard thing. I mean, I could climb the pole. I know how to climb and get to the rooftop, but then
this whole spinning, you have to hold, and it's core muscles, right? So if you don't know how to engage and lift your body, it's a lot. So the girls are talented.
But I used to sit down and speak to a lot of the sisters that I know that was in that world. And, they go through a lot of traumas in their background. You find out a lot. Some of the male strippers that I did, I remember after we left Canada, one of the male strippers ended up killing his grandmother. So there was a trauma that whatever he was doing and whatever he was into, and on top of that also let him go into. So there's pros and cons to everything.
100%.
And sometimes people are making money to pay for school, like, of course, the Players Club, like Diamond, how Lisa Ray did what she did in the Players Club. It's true. I've been there. I've known sisters that used to work for Verizon and strip. They taking care of their children. They doing this to make extra ends meet. Some women do it, and I had long conversations and long crying conversations with a few of them. Some of them I've had to go there and help them out to make sure that they're not getting robbed by the men that are booking them for bachelor parties and all that. So I know the dynamics, and that's why it's important that you you train and guide your girl children to be willing to hang on a pole going to work in the train station in the MARTA than going to hang on a pole in the club. But I don't judge them, because everybody have their story. Everybody have their story. You know what I'm saying?
And like what you said, like the ones that I know or have known, they had to take heavy drugs to be able to do that, because it's not a natural thing to go and gyrate in front of strangers. You know, it's
right. Weirdos. Yeah, going into some of them are very weird. I mean, I've never been one to go and throw money in any strip club. I was either the owner or the manager or somebody that brought the girls there. That's the type of person I was. I was always like a leader. King Simon, exactly. People know me as King Simon because my production company was.
Oh no, I didn't say King Simon. I said pimp.
Oh no! They wanted me to become a pimp, and I said,
really?
No, I'm not doing that. Yeah, a few women asked me to be their pimp, and I said no. After I studied, the Mac and all those type of movies, I just said, I couldn't do something like that. I've read Donald Goines' book. I've read Iceberg Slim's book. I mean, I know the mentality of not touching your product. And because when I had a modeling agency, I said, I told my business partner, do not have sex with the models, because they'll think they have favor.
Yes.
And he ended up doing it anyway. And that's why I really disbanded the club. Still a good friend of mine, he is. But, discipline comes with this stuff. But when you have access to all these women, you don't abuse it. I remember after a big event, we stayed at our condo. We were sharing a condo, him and I had my room. His room was like 30 feet away. But, women were sleeping all over the place. We had like a certain amount of models there. And I fell asleep in one bed, and the models kept and slept right next to me. I slept on the bed like a mummy. I'm not touching you. I'm not rolling over to get a little rub.
Right.
I'm not gay. I just know that I was not going to.
You're about your business.
With my code of conduct was very important to me. Did I have fun? Of course I've had fun. I've had fun. But when it came to that money and wanting to get paid, you got to have discipline. You gotta have discipline, So, and it wasn't no ritualistic nothing. It wasn't none of that craziness that people have been doing, like whatever they're saying with P. Diddy and all that madness. And and I learned a lot in that environment. That's why I'm able to say and talk the way I talk when I do speak about that, because I've been there. I've hosted shows. I've MC shows. People that know the Lab in Brooklyn, the Lab with Big Sean and them that he used to own in Brooklyn. I hosted a major male review for 400 women. And I hosted one in Canada with my cousin and native New Yorker. So we did what we had to do back in those 90s and all that kind of stuff. And I didn't drink. I wasn't a drinker. I was a smoker. I just left the Nation of Islam, and I went back into what I know, the club life, because I was born in a nightclub. So, but it's healing to be able to talk about it. And know the pros and cons. That I met some good, genuine people in that field too.
Yeah,
I met some good, genuine people in that field. Genuine people that are doing great things now. Some are nurses, some are lawyers. I mean, you'd be surprised if I told you what stripper is a lawyer now, and what former stripper is a doctor or a nurse. People would be surprised, But that was their life, and I'm not going. That's not me here to talk about that or mention their name. Yeah, and there's one that's online now. A good friend of mine, a comedian, a big comedian, and I know he wouldn't mind me sharing the names because he's been on my show too. Dante Nero used to be called Mandingo, and Mandingo. He talks about it all the time. Mandingo and we all train martial arts under this gentleman right here. We all train martial arts under this gentleman and the guy that's in the red and the picture there, Professor Dr. Moses Powell. We trained martial arts with that guy, and that's what he used in his presentation as a dancer. He would do flying rollouts and smack out, and women we turned on, and women see him and get hot and bothered with Dingo back in the day. So big up to Mandingo, aka Dante Nero, the comedian. I go back with him long time, man. His birthday is coming up too, May 13th. So big up to him. I'm definitely gonna shout him out. We text each other every now and then. So yeah, it's a real lifestyle. It's another culture. And,
and I find that a lot of people who are in it or get into it have a lot of sexual trauma.
Yeah.
Abuse that they've encountered, and it has kind of taken away the veil. So they are able to get into this end of things easier than, like, say, someone like myself has a stigma around it,
Yeah, exactly. Even when I became a massage therapist, you got to have discipline.
Yeah.
You get caught out there, you could lose your license, you could lose your certification. You got to be very careful in how you manipulate towel and how you massage women, unless it's your girlfriend and it's all consensual. You know what I'm saying? That was very important to me. And like I've said on the show before, that, this police officer came and did a massage for me while I was massaging in a ski trip or a crab festival. And the sister said, if I would have done anything funny, she would have arrested me. And it was one of the best massages she ever had. It was very healing. And she took me out for lunch when we got back to New York.
Oh, wow.
Tall sister. She was like 6 foot police officer.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I don't even know what happened to her now. I would have to look at my old phone books to call, see if she still have that email just to say what's up. But, police officer with gun in our bag. All of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With badge and everything. And she showed me the badge. I said, well, sister, we're not taught to give you happy endings and all that stuff. We're taught to help move ligaments and help move blood and help heal you from whatever you're going through, whatever stress you're going. Because I practice the effleurage, I practice Swedish, I practice French, I practice shiatsu. I've done all of that. I learned how to walk on people's back and all of that, and how to use my forearms and everything. Learned the anatomy and all that kind of stuff, the meridians, everything. Still have books. And I looked at my license the other day. I was like, wow, this joint, I'd have to renew it and do all kinds. I ain't got no time for that. I ain't doing that.
You have to renew it. Why do you have to renew it?
No, you got to renew your licenses like every 2 or 3 years or 4 years. Yeah. Your license. Yeah, you got to, because they're making money. They're still making money. They're not stopping. And now it's gotten bigger now, because when I did it back in 2001, it was like $5,000 back in those days. And now it's like, man, it's up to $10,000, $15,000. So, because doctors are now incorporating it into their alternative health needs, like physical therapy and all that kind of stuff. So the anatomy is very important when you do. I forgot all of the anatomy jargon and all that, but I could still do what I do. I can still do your body blindfolded.
Right.
Once I feel it, once my energy gets to you, and once I touch it. And one thing about massage, you try to keep your hands on the body so they could always feel your energy while you're moving around the body. Moving around the body, whether you're touching the person's feet, getting ready to move the ligaments or the legs, and massaging towards the heart and all that, kind of making the blood work through. It's a beautiful, beautiful science. I love it.
Yeah.
Beautiful, So when I do get married or get a beautiful queen again, I will definitely treat her good. Make sure them feet and body taken care of. You know what I'm saying? From head to toe. Hey, you got to take care of baby. Rainwater.
Would you pay somebody to come in and do it?
Now I do. I pay somebody to come and massage me. Yeah. I have 2 massage therapists that I work with so far. Out here, Adara, I've had her on before, and High Heels, Sister High Heels.
Yeah.
HEALS, Heels. They're licensed massage therapists and all that. And so, they're very good. They have their own different methods and different styles, very good at what they do. And sometimes if depending on what type of energy work, some do Reiki, they'll just do the energy work around you and do all that. Like you do a distant Reiki, but when you're doing a client, when it comes to healing somebody or helping with the healing, and healing, how does your clients feel after you do it with them?
A lot of my old clients are pissed that I no longer do in person.
What?
Because they just love the
energy.
Fact that they can feel it while in my presence.
Right.
So maybe in the future I'll reintroduce it, but because my home, My home is my home. Yeah.
This is a website, family. Make sure you support her website. She does elevate your physical and mental well-being with distant Reiki energy healing. And of course, she does the tarot spread and consultation. And of course, she has her jewelry. So you make sure you spread love via that website and make sure everything is all right with my sister here. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate all.
Yes, you know, but
energy work is so important. And
yeah, man, it's all energy.
Even, you know, people, I do my own hair. But
okay, let's throw that up in the front. Hold on, go ahead. Let's show your hair, girl. What's going on? A lot of mercy. All right. We'll see you here.
Yeah, I don't, because of the work that I do with energy, I don't allow anybody to be in my crown, because that's where the energy comes in and out. We have to protect our crown. Right. And especially kids, we need to be more mindful of really protecting their ori, their crown chakra. But like your hairdressers and, you know, barbers, they are energy workers, whether they know it or not. So you're working with your clients and you're touching and you're moving through their energy field, and you're actually touching their body, their head. You must ensure that you're in a right state of mind. You're vibing high. You're not bringing any low vibrations to that client, because you will transfer that into them.
That's absolutely right. And I have a friend that stopped doing massages or hair only because, you know, the people that took the Jabberwocky, they're shedding, and you got to be very careful of people shedding. I know a friend that does that right now. She don't take any clients through hair. She used to do hair. That was her livelihood for most of her life. And
that part.
That part right there.
That part.
And you know, a lot of people don't realize how important it is to, you know what you're putting in your body and know what you also can be shedding from your body.
Yes.
Talk about that. Why you think, it's important that they need to recognize that? Because I might have some people call in. I'm thinking about setting up the call in right now. But
but that's the reason in protecting my home.
Right.
Every time I've hung out with a group of jabbed, things happen to my body. And, in the beginning, I wasn't conscious. I wasn't really paying attention. So my guards were down, but we have to be mindful, because the attack is real. So energy is manipulated. It's being manipulated, but it's being manipulated because we're not attuned to the fact that outside sources can control our energy field if we're not aware. If you become aware, then you could set up blockages and protection to ensure that nothing can infiltrate your fortress. Because it's all energy, there was a woman.
Go ahead.
I can't remember her name right now, that she started to talk about the MAC code. So, and I saw KT talking about something similar recently. KT, the arch degree. So there's a code, like our computers, there's a MAC code, which is the address of our system. Our phone had, like all smart devices. And apparently we have one too. And that is what they use to hack us. And I didn't know of this. So then I went and I purchased like a telecommunication book. Y'all, we need to learn, because what does the great book say, King Simon? My people, what?
Are perish because of lack of vision. Right.
Knowledge, yeah.
Lack of knowledge. That's right. I have a telecommunication book too, and the guy that was supposed to teach me, he died. He transitioned. He was a person in it for 40 years, and he was a good friend of Aton and Kendall's.
Right.
He transitioned. I was about to go and learn this whole thing.
So you're gonna have to do it on your own now.
Yeah, he gave me the ham radio book. He told me what to get, and I got it. I got it somewhere. Definitely got it in my archive. And now, family, if you want to call in, you can call in and join the conversation, this healing vibe, and how energy work is very important to you and what's going on, but anything that has healed you in any capacity of what we're talking about, even if you was in that world of what we just spoke about, whether it's the script world or whatever, why you went into that world or why you just never go into it, or if you're into the feet fetish, that's up to you. Sometimes some people are still in it. They got their only fans doing what they only could do. It is what it is, but we got a whole variety of subjects on the table.
Yeah, and there's no shame. Like,
there's no shame.
It's all about healing, as King Simon said. Like,
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun because we're gonna make it fun for you. Believe me, we're gonna make it fun for you. Because we both had our lives. See, we have a life too that we've lived. She's in Toronto. I'm in New York, and now in Georgia. I've lived, and I'm still living. Live my life. Live my life.
Oh, look, I forgot to mention this. This is in honor of my uncle.
Oh, wow. That's a nice. Hold on. Oh, that's him?
Yeah, that's my uncle.
That's a beautiful shirt too. It's
Yeah, it's a sturdy one. So we all had these with ourselves and him.
Wow.
Yeah.
May he rest in eternal peace and power. And I'm glad that you was able to go to Jamaica and spend a certain amount of time out there. You look like you had a great time.
Yeah.
You look like you had a great time, although it was a sad occasion. You look like you had a great time. Being
around family, we take it for granted because it's not everybody's spread out. But when you all come together, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing.
And healing. I did this really awesome ceremony with my mother, myself, because those of my followers who have been following me for years, my trauma with my mother. And so I made a bracelet for each of us, like my mom, myself, my aunt, her two daughters, and we did this healing ceremony to break generational curse and to kind of just heal the bloodline. And it was so beautiful.
Oh, wow. Now, let me ask you, that's very interesting. What particular stones would you use to do that? And how does that work?
Well, what do you mean? How does it work?
I mean, you said you made something healing things for general. What type of stones and how does it work to do it to break the general?
I used rose quartz and lapis lazuli.
Yes.
Rose quartz, heart chakra, lapis lazuli, throat. And it is a royal stone as well, gem. So it helps to really break down the generations, penetrate all those layers. And you just tie it on, and when it does its thing, it releases itself from you. So it goes. And a lot of people, with my actual gemstone bracelet. So I'm only wearing this one right now, but when they break, they break. And I've had clients that are like, no, what do you mean they break? Can you just fix it? No, that's you putting the crosses back on your body that it has pulled out of you. They are gorgeous, but they're also healing modalities. They're not, made to last forever. They're made to do a job. And when the job is done, you have to release them.
That means when they break for a reason.
Absolutely.
That's what that is.
Or they go missing.
Disappear on you. Yep. Wow.
They're intuitive. Crystals are super intuitive. We underestimate their powers. We really do. The majority of us.
Right. It's like underestimating the powers of your eyes.
Yeah.
Which are connected to quartz crystal.
Right.
How can you do that?
Right.
Exactly. So, it's just like, and that's why it's important when you go to the beach, it's good to ground in the beach and put your feet in that sand and do your, take the energy up and push it out and do, me and Imhotep in Shion Imhotep in Florida, we did a Tai Chi exercise out there, and we grounded in that beach and we were doing our things and our movements. So it's a very powerful thing when you're grounding anywhere, dirt or sand or in the water, wherever all the elements, using all the elements. So I think that's very important. Did you get to go to the beach in Jamaica?
Why I talk to man? Of course we get to go to the beach.
Yeah, which beach you go to? God, we missed the
We
beach.
were in Discovery Bay. So we went to Discovery Bay and did that beach. And we went twice. I really wanted to go and do a river run, but that didn't work out. So next time.
Did you get to go for the massages?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not interested in that crap.
Okay, yeah, they don't want the massage. Okay, because it looked like that's a big tourist thing going on out there. Lord, my goodness, every time there's something popping up on my door, like, oh, okay, a friend of mine is going to go get this massage. Yeah. Sunrise massage, sun peak massage, and sunset massage. I'm like, really? Lord,
I don't like anyone touching me. So it's like I can go to a professional masseuse, but that, from what I've seen, it's too sexualized. I don't like that.
Yeah, it has become sexualized.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It has become sexualized, and they got it all promoted. They're doing it in Ghana. They're doing it all over the place now, man. It's really big now, you know. Big up, but you know.
And that's another thing, like, why is it our people like to sexualize everything? There's nothing wrong with sex. Like, I'm not saying that, but when we just over sexualize and put it all out there, it just really takes the mystery away and makes it a little less.
Yes, I think Brother Nuri Muhammad said something very key, that they took away 3 different sciences from us: the science of finance, the science of mating, and the science of warfare. That destroyed a lot of us through those different things. That's why we're overly sexualized, and they put their way of sex.
The Roman bathhouse. Ew.
But that's why it's called romantic. Roman. You want your man to be romantic or Afromantic to you?
Afromantic. Oh, I'm gonna say that from now on. Romantic. No romance. I want some Afro man.
And that's what that big up to Tassili. She's the one I heard her say that.
Okay, I like it.
Afromantic. And if you're in the Moorish paradigm, call yourself more romantic. If whatever more romantic, but Afromantic sound good, so it's nothing wrong with being Afromantic or more romantic to your faith,
or
melanmantic, whatever. Create some new words for it. If you don't want to be Romanantic or Roman antics, because Roman antics included animals and dogs and
bestiality.
Bestiality, yes, it did. Yeah.
And that I'm judging y'all. Like, ew.
Yeah, that's I don't even like when people kiss their dogs and cats. I'm not even into that.
Oh, I've seen them just open their mouth and the dog. It's so gross.
I remember I was in Jamaica. A white woman owned the beach, a house off of the beach of Swift River up in those who know that era of that time around 90s, late 80s. There was a white woman that had 2 big ass dogs, and I remember my cousin and I. We was young in the 80s, and they took the binoculars. They created a binoculars now. They got 2 lenses, and them have a thing that them put the lens in the microscope in it, and we created a binoculars.
Yeah.
We was crazy when we was young. We was just creative. We'll turn this into a movie projector. This we could turn into a movie. I know how to turn this into a movie projector.
Yeah.
That's how deep my cousin and family was back in them days. So we went there all the way to the Swift River. I'm going into the river because it led right into the sea, right over Port Antonio and Portland. And we looking into the woman, and the woman is in there wrestling with the dogs inside of the bed, and it was getting dark. They slept with her and all kind. We was like, what? We were children. We was young people. I gotta sound like Bill Cosby. We were young people.
Okay, to be fair, so my grandma has a dog, right? A puppy.
Yes.
I am a dog lover. And I was like, oh my God, Grandma, why is he locked up in this place? We need to let him out. And she's like, yeah, we don't do that here.
Exactly.
The puppy got sick, so I got to bathe him because I was like, you are gross. You need bath, like nasty. So she allowed me to do that. But yeah, we don't put them inside the house, which I totally understand.
Yes, no mongrel can come in our house. So we don't let mongrel to come in our house. God, we used to have dogs in Jamaica. We had the freedom mixed cornmeal with all the old food, and we mix cornmeal, cornmeal, and give the cornmeal to the dog, and we used to do all of that stuff, man. I remember that when I was younger.
Yeah,
man. So. They got people that loves animals, and I understand, that there's some people that worship animals and think that they're and do what they got to do to animals. But when you start having sex and doing all kind of craziness, no, I can't.
That's gross, and that's like raping your animal because they're not of your species. You're forcing yourself. Oh, it's horrible. I don't like that at all. It's gross.
Exactly. Bestiality is not a part of our culture, family. I want people to be very clear. If you do want to call in, the number scrolling on the bottom, 718-210-8853. We're just passing through doing what we do on a Wednesday. We more likely got some people that we're gonna line up. Who we got? Wait a minute.
Wait, did I send it to you? I have somebody for the
you ain't send me no flyers. What happened? What?
No, I haven't made it. Like okay. I just
when is it for?
29th.
Okay, I ain't got that on my calendar. So we better get that
so
happen.
We have the 29th, and the other one I sent you was for the 15th.
The 15th of what?
Or the 16th. When's the Wednesday? This month.
Okay, who's the one for the 15th?
I sent it to you.
You sure? Mm-hmm. But you ain't sent me a flyer.
No. I was away. Remember?
Oh yeah. I need a flyer. I know the sister, right? That's the sister.
Yeah.
I need that.
Anaya Nioda Ayodeli.
Ayodeli.
Anaya Nia Ayodeli.
Yeah, I just need to put it on my calendar till you send the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then on the 29th is who?
I'll send you that.
You don't know the name? You remember the name? I'm looking to get Billy on by next Wednesday.
So the 8th.
Yes. I'm waiting for him to respond because he did call me this morning. We did speak this morning, but we're talking about the premiere that we're doing in Atlanta. And I'm hosting the VIP section.
Nice. So, okay, can we just talk about your hosting in person? It is nothing like what you are online. Like you are hype. I was like, oh, I want to be there. Like you are hype.
Oh, I'm the hype man. I'm one of the best next to people like Flavor Flav. I'm telling you guys how good I am.
Yeah.
I just keep it on a low because people don't understand that when I get on that stage and the mic is in my hand, it's over.
Yeah. Ain't nobody like picked you up. Oh,
yeah, he was so impressed by the way I did it. It was like, yo, I didn't even know he was gonna pick me up, but I was ready just in case it was an attack. I know what to do. He was showing his love, and I understood, because we usually run into. We haven't seen each other. It was through High Heels that I was introduced to him out here in Atlanta. Yeah. She interviewed him on a lot of things, and then he knew of me and heard about me, especially in New York, what I do and all that kind of stuff. So I've heard of him, and I'm so proud of these beautiful young energies that's doing their thing, and doing it in a high level. To as far as in comparison to people like Dr. Khalid, and that's why I shouted out those names and bringing them on, because I remember listening to them when they were younger and the fire that they brought. Farrakhan was different when he was younger. People don't even understand. When you heard Farrakhan and heard Khalid and you heard Malcolm, they were different.
They were hot, like the young spirit. That's why, like when they really go to the youth and get the youth to fight their wars for them. It's because of the energy that the youth carry, the young people. Like they don't have any fear. They're just like, I have a mission and here's how I'm going to handle it. I don't care if you like it. I don't care if I upset you. I ruffle your feathers. So what? This is the truth. My truth. Yeah, I love it.
And then,
Bobby back in the day. too.
But that's why the scripture says that the older people for counsel, young people for war.
Yes.
Because we as we're getting older, I'm in between the two, but as we're getting older, we're concerned about even falling off the couch. You don't even want to jump off of a chair now. Hurt yourself. I'm still climbing trees and still jumping and rolling. But I'm doing that purposefully and knowing what I'm doing and knowing where I'm at. It's not just like as a child that's running and just jumping and we all right, flipping on mattresses back in the day or swinging and then jumping on fences when I was younger, But those are good times to remember to bring back your creative imagination again of when you're a youth. So I was in a park one time and this older brother was every push-up I did, he did. Every little jumping jack I did, he did. He was just on the other side watching me do what I do, rolling out, and he did his rolls and the way but he was very, very careful about his rolls. And he was doing more where I was doing the martial arts rollout. He was doing more of the gymnastic rollout, the straight rolls and pop back up. Yeah. And I showed him that I can do that also, because I used to do gymnastics also when I was younger. So it's very important that we try to maintain that spirit of youthfulness even as we're getting older. And that's why I say, I'm in my second childhood. Once a man, twice a child. I'm in my second childhood doing what I got to do and keeping it moving. I
have not left.
Huh?
I have not left.
No, you've not left yet.
I love being youthful and childlike.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. It's good. It's good to, and with my first wife, I played hide and go seek. I loved that. That you could play hide and go seek with your woman, and you hide in the house, and Lord have mercy, the house is totally dark. As you're getting older, you don't want to buck your toe or none of that. And I will still play hide and go seek with a mate. You know what I'm saying? I'll play all those games that I used to have fun. And put our own twist to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I think that's important. Big up to Oracle Bless, Oracle Eyes. I think that's from Canada. Hey, Canadian.
Blessings, Oracle.
You ever meet her? You didn't meet her yet?
No, we're gonna. We're working through that.
Good. And I think Riz is coming to Toronto too. He spoke about that.
Yeah.
So there's people that came down from Toronto also to see the event in New York.
That was, what is her name? I have to connect with her. There's somebody that you shared with me.
Oh yeah, that's Supreme Understanding's queen, right? That called you. Yes, Malika. Yeah, Malika.
I haven't spoken to her.
Oh
so,
no,
I moved text, but I was away. So
right. Yeah, so hit her up and now because we're gonna be doing something with Supreme Understanding soon. I'm trying to get him and Wesley Muhammad to do something together, and we're working on getting Billy Carson in New York with Nicholas. So we, trying to do different things.
Yeah.
And again, family I want to let people know that this coming the 18th, he'll be in Atlanta premiering his new movie called The Anunnaki Ancient Secret Reveal, the premiere. So I'm going to be the one hosting the VIP section of it. He asked me to do it. I'm going to dress a certain way and still be with the esoteric outfit on, the esoteric T-shirts and stuff, and look presentable. So I wish you lived closer, sis. I want to introduce you to some people, man.
I know.
Got some people to meet. Like you met Professor Small, but they got to come to you. You got to come up to the mountain because
I came down once. So
yeah, I know you came down once. Whatever. Boo. Once. Whatever.
When was that? That was in
exactly. It was so long we don't even remember. It
wasn't that long.
Well, yeah,
you know what? I'm putting it out there. The universe will make it happen soon.
Yes. Yeah. You're funny. Yes, the universe will make it happen very soon. But we want to make sure your universe make it happen too. We need you to do it. So but Billy wants to come on and we want to interview him before and talk about this new Anunnaki series that's coming out and have fun. We had fun with his wife the last time we had her on. Yeah. Also, anybody else you wanted to get on? I'm thinking about Tassili. I might get Tassili. You want to do Tassili?
Oh yeah, like I'm going to send everybody from here who goes to Atlanta to that. I have like everybody I've spoken to. I'm like, y'all, you don't understand. Her sandwiches are like, they give you life. I heard about them. So literally as I landed, my friend took me there.
Yes. So I'm going to see if we can get on the 22nd. You don't have nobody on for the 22nd. Your part, right? Okay, good. I'm supposed to go to a friend of mine's, my ex-wife's son's graduation.
Okay.
Support him because he's graduating out of high school finally. And I'm going to be in New York in June for my son's graduation, his high school graduation, the 24th. So yeah, so we're going to see if we can get Tassila. I'm going to talk to Tassila. I'm going to put her name down. I know she will come on anyway because she loves her King Simon. And so happy that people love me. You know, so those that hate me, people that say they hate my smile, I'm like,
really? Who said that?
People say they hate me for my smile. I'm like, I couldn't believe that.
Like who would say that? They are unhappy with themselves.
Exactly. Right? That's right. They're my unhappy people, you know, and when I'm a happy people, you know, but it's all right. We're going to talk to Tassila because she got an event coming up she got her event coming up. Tassili's event is coming up Saturday, June the 1st and June the 2nd. So we can probably get her on and talk about her journey. I got her book right here, Self-Fullness, The Journey of Self-Fullness. I do have a book. And Tassila has a lot of entrepreneurial healing skills to help us with and help us out to help guide us. You know, I'm waiting for your book to come out and I see how fast I put that in, family.
I don't have it here. I have them over there on my other table that I'm working on. I have not done anything because I was away. Yes. And I was talking to one of my business advisor, and I was like, I feel guilty. And he's like, why? Like, relax. There's no need to feel guilty. It's okay. You were away. Like, be gentle with yourself.
Exactly. Be gentle. That's right. You know, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right not to feel guilty about certain things. Also, got your brother coming in, but I got him on for Malcolm X's birthday. Dr. Phil Valentine.
Oh, Phil Valentine.
Yeah. We're speaking about can natural men and women survive in the age of Aquarius?
Ooh, that's
the surprise guest host, Dr. Angela Moulton, who was her mother was a dear friend of Phil back in the day. So it's going to be a very interesting surprise to Phil, of course. You know, to see and talk to his daughter before she was even born. That he used to hang out with these people. You know, party with them.
Wow.
So you know, but Doc is ready for whatever comes because Brother Rich was telling the audience that he was getting a lot of emails from the last doctor because Dr. Phil ain't holding his tongue. He's not doing
and all he shouldn't. He's at the end where he's like, no, why should I?
We shouldn't. And if we see evil, we got to speak on it.
Exactly.
And RZA was going in with the evil in this government with their madness, but you know, boom, especially at the workshop. I mean, at the lecture, he was going in on that PowerPoint. Ooh,
yeah.
Lord have mercy, he was going in, and people was like. Then he gave solutions at the end. You know, he gives the scary part.
Love, yes.
How to give solutions on what you need to do, how you need to cleanse out certain metals out your system, and you know whatever they're trying to do with bird flu and all that kind of craziness. I'm gonna do the numerology to bird flu and break it down and show people what you may need to use. What kind of because the numbers also reveal the poison, but it also reveals what you can heal. What your health from. So,
can you also do one for chemtrails?
Of course.
Because that is
of course
prevalent.
That's easy. I think I did it before, but I never put it out I did it in my own books. Okay. I have books upon books with mathematical breakdowns and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll be writing it back of a calendar. If it comes to my mind, I'm like this. Oh God.
Right? That's
I'm like the movie. I'm like the movie Knowing, you know. And I had to calm that down. I had to cut it down. I had to whoa, let me not bug out. Don't do this.
This is my book that I'm like, stay focused and write only in here. I have so many books like these.
Oh yeah.
And I have papers everywhere because just like you, an idea, you know, a solution or something comes up, I grab whatever and write it down.
But that's the ways of the scientists. Nikolai Tesla did it. I heard. He would go back to sleep and rest and see what's really up.
Yeah.
And feel and if he didn't find his discovery of his experiment, I got his autobiography right here.
Oh.
He'll go and do something else
Yeah.
until he get it back, or sleep or rest or stay on the couch.
Yeah.
That's what he would do. So I found that very interesting, that even him, I think Neil deGrasse Tyson talk about that, and also definitely Einstein used to do that too. So when you have that scientific mind, whether it's metaphysical or physical physics, sometimes you have to rest your mind if you don't have the answer right away. And I don't know why I threw myself in the back. Rest your mind right away, and then get back, and then all of a sudden it pops into your head. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
that's the answer. That's the equation. That's it. That's what I need to do. Because even my book titles came about that way. Like the book Numbers Are Simple was just going to be that.
Right.
Then I went to sleep and I said, people are complicated. Woke up with people are complicated. Numbers are simple. People are complicated. Yes. And now it went up to number 30 on a 100 best numerology books in the world. Went up to number 30. Just that title.
That's awesome.
Lloyd said he wished he had found that title. Oh my gosh, that was so hilarious. So I'm like, yeah,
and the fact that you listened, though, like sometimes you're like, oh, I'll remember it when I wake up. No, or when I fully get up. You wrote it down right away.
Exactly. You write it down right away. Look what Oracle Eyes is saying. Check this out.
I've now seen a resurgence of people talking about how our melanin is being stolen. And we keep going missing.
Oh yeah, Dick Gregory been talking about that for years.
Yep.
About organ harvesting, and organ. Those things. Your kidney might be worth $2,000 or $20,000, depend. Some of your skin is worth a certain amount of money. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it is happening on certain levels.
We know this.
Yes.
But also we're more powerful. Once you understand your power, you could protect yourself and protect your family against this type of stuff.
Exactly.
It's funny. Today I was like scrolling earlier, and I'm like, you know what? I'm sick of this. Like, all of the information that we see online, it's beautiful. It's amazing. It's great. It's great that we're being educated. But for me, I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm enough. I'm going to start consuming only things that make me feel good. Like completely outside of knowledge base, just fluff and bunnies and whatever, because I'm like, oh, it's too much. Sometimes, it's a lot. And in the age of Aquarius, it is just going to be nonstop. This is the age of revealing. So it is going to just be an overload.
And that's why you got to let it reveal the best of you and not the worst. Got to let it reveal the best, because it's a rebel energy. And rebels can go both. You could be rebels with a cause and rebels without a cause. Two sides of the coin is still in existence. So, even if you're going to listen to things that are ratchet or crazy, you got to overdo it with the positive when you're going towards your bed and sleeping, so you can go with intentions to your bed with all the madness that is going on. I can listen to ratchet music or listen to news and all that, but if I'm going to listen to 1 hour news, I'm going to listen to 3 hours of what I need to keep my mind clear it out.
Yeah.
I got to balance it out because they're crazy out in them streets.
It's more or less, for me, it's the stuff that's being revealed.
Yeah. And that's good. Let it be revealed. It's supposed to. That's what it's all about. And we've been hearing about it in the Bible and the Quran all these years, these holy scriptures and these things. But here, it's supposed to happen. Let's enjoy the moment and get prepared and stay focused and still have a good old time. Because even if think about children, I sit and watch children and my grandchildren. They don't give a damn about all this. Not a thing. And that's where I want to be, right there. I understand it. But it's just like if you're in disaster preparedness, if you have to move from one area to another area and you don't have certain comfort things for children while you're moving, that child can get us killed on that move. Got to know how to put them. That's why the Book of Eli was such an important movie with Denzel Washington, where he made sure he was comfortable with the music playing some nice for the good times. He remembered before the nuclear war what type of music he was listening that would calm his nerves.
Right.
Because there's too much going on. And then even I Am Legend, he had to set up his environment so he could be comfortable. So when the mannequin was moved from one area to another, like, where you, Fred? What you doing here, Fred?
Yeah.
And he started shooting at Fred because he knows psychologically the mannequin don't walk. You just set up that store for what it is.
Yeah.
You don't just do that. So obviously somebody else is here with me that's moving your ass, Fred. And they threw him right off.
Yeah.
I study movies. I said, wow, that is so funny. But I understood.
That's freaking true.
Hey, look, man, because you gotta, even him remembering when the women and the child came, and he couldn't believe that there's somebody that's still alive and well. There's some type of hope, and he said everything was gone. He was so angry. I mean, he knew how to repeat Shrek. That's where the psychology had to go. That's where the mind will go. Compartmentalize all the madness and go to something that's happy.
Right.
To do it, but yet be ready.
Yep.
Be ready.
Speaking of the psychology.
Yes, go ahead.
Also, like a lot of the things we give our attention to, we're giving our attention to it, not realizing that we are helping to manifest it. We are helping to be the co-creators in that thing, pleasant or not happening, you know? And if it's pleasant, by all means, go full in, head first, dive. But if it's unpleasant, is that really what we want to experience here in this existence? Or do we really want to take our power back and create the real earth that we want to experience? We forget, we get caught up in the bullshit, excuse my language.
Really?
Yes, and allow that to distract us from our magic, the fact that we have source within us, the creative source to really uproot the things that are no longer serving us, the things that are making society and ourselves become degenerate. We can actually breathe life into ourselves or death. What do we choose?
And some people are going to choose death and some people are going to choose life. That is the balance of this universe. It is what it is. It is the truth. And like, Dr. Africa said, just do your best and die. Do your best you can while you're in life, and one day you're going to transition.
That part. I like that.
As long as you did your best. That's what matters. Nothing but and that's why in the Kemetic philosophy, your heart has to be weighed against that feather. It's that there's the balance. It's not, they're not talking about you and your mother's feather. It's that your mother has her own weight. And my mother and I have their own weight. My father, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you will find out on the other side, like, it really didn't matter. Like,
can you imagine you're like, motherfucker, are you kidding me?
So wait a minute. Roll, roll, roll your boat was a real song. Life is but a dream. It really was a real song. You know what I'm saying? They told us, somebody was saying something that invented that. And that was the most simplest song that revealed life in general. One, row your boat gently down the stream, merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream. Yo, people are. I mean, I had a little psychic connection with Miss Blue on the remix, and she said my grandfather, who actually took his life, came through jovial, walking the same way he walking and telling the story and laughing and saying, "Yo, I've been at every birth that you ever had." And okay, but he was miserable here. He took his life, and she said, "Do not judge him for that. He did it his way. He did it what he wanted to do. It wasn't, and we was taught that if you do this, you're gonna go to this and go to that. When it might not be true. It's just that we, slave masters had to promote that so we wouldn't lose stock.
Yeah,
you ain't losing stock. I'm not promoting it. I'm just saying this is what you got. We're gonna find out that a lot of stuff was lies. At the end of the day, there's a lot of lies was thrown at us through all the colonialism, slavery, and whatever. A lot of lies was thrown
and
at
stories, because they don't know themselves. It's just,
exactly. They don't know, but they stole a lot of our information and then flipped it for them. Because we were studying this stuff. That's why we know the feather in the heart. And we know we was definitely studying it. And they killed a lot to make it happen. They killed a lot of us. Cut off our nuts, cut off women's breasts, cut out their tongue. Some people will actually cut out their tongue not to tell the invaders anything. This is real. These are real soldiers, yo.
Yeah.
Or go, like in that land of Simon in the south here, that Saint Simon, I think it's called. They walked back into that ocean. They didn't want to stay here. They gone. Bye. Yeah. We ain't doing this with y'all. We out of here.
They're like, bump that.
Hey, why not?
I'm going back to where my creator is. I'm starting from scratch. I'm pressing the reset.
We was taught what this was. We good. What do you want from us?
Yeah.
But 906 family, 906. We're here on the East Coast with myself and Kerry-Ann Ingram. Let's give that a round of applause, people. It's been fun, but we know we got to run, and I hope we can get Billy Carson for next week. We can get Billy as soon as I find that out. I'll let you know.
Okay, sounds good.
Because we do want to help promote that extraordinary Anunnaki thing, and I'm trying to get. Yeah. I'm working on Wesley Muhammad because he wrote an excellent book on
Anunnakis.
The chariot of God, the chariots of the black god. He's flipped that whole thing because he believed he's proven that what's the name was lying about these so-called aliens and realizing it's really our ancestors that advanced and went out and then it's trying to come back. We're fighting it, and they're trying to fight. So he got a lot of proof and documentation in his book. I got the book here. Like, whoa, he wrote a book on Anunnaki also and wrote the book called The Chariots of the Black God. I'm waiting for the Anunnaki book right now from his perspective.
He's saying that, I'm just trying to find the author, Zachariah Sitchin.
Was lying because they try to promote more towards what the government was throwing at us to throw us off from who the original inhabitants of these quote unquote aliens are, which is really because one of the videos online that was produced, it was these tall black men with a whole look. It's our ancestors, but they don't want but like Kaba Kamene would say, he said, it is exactly what they're supposed to do, tell you the lies. Because they got to keep you from being who you really are.
Exactly. I was just going to say that if we're told the truth, we'll be like, oh, hell no, I'm not putting up with this anymore.
It's beneficial for them to do what they're doing. Because if you was the enemy, you would do the same thing.
Yep. It's war. That part. Thank you for saying that. Exactly.
Exactly. It's war. It is war. And they know.
A warring planet, period, point blank, the end. War. So as long as we know that and we could navigate it, grab what we need to, I like to consider it as Super Mario. I don't know if your kids played Super Mario. This is the way I see Earth. It's a Super Mario game. And I just have to go grab my coins, grab my mushrooms, grab my my stars, and things of that nature, and really stay out of the way of the gremlins.
Exactly. That's funny. Stay away from the gremlins. Yes, those gremlins. You throw some water on their asses over. Right? It's over. They multiply like Vybez kids.
Oh my God. They're the Smith. That's like the early version of the Smith.
Yes, exactly. All right, my dear. It's been a pleasure. Glad you came back from Jamaica with a tan pan it long tan. That tan now stop tanning.
Tan pan it.
upon it. Lord have mercy.
That's funny.
Not the same way y'all say it in Jamaica. What y'all mean by it in Jamaica? We're talking about her tan family.
My tan.
They think it's something else.
Color that the sun kissed my skin,
Right.
and allowed it to be.
That's it, my dear. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'm glad. How's the weather out there in Canada anyway?
I mean, it's Canada. It's not the weather. I just spoke to my grandma earlier, and she's like, "It's so hot," and I'm like, "I have to wear my winter coat still. This is not fair."
Yeah, Jamaica must be nice, man.
Yeah, I'm grateful that it's not blizzard, like it's not crazy. And summer will be here soon, so I look forward to that, and I will enjoy the cool weather, and appreciate as it starts to warm up.
That's right. I'm glad. Well, thank you very much for being your great self all the time. To get that a round of applause. Thank everybody for watching and participating, not only on IG, but also on YouTube and also on Facebook, and also on your YouTube channel, kerryanningram.com. Make sure y'all subscribe to our sister's channel. I do have it right here. Pardon me. And hold on, wait there. I just had it right in front of me. Wait down. Oh, God have mercy. me hide them.
Yeah, hide them.
Me hide them. Me hide them. Them don't want to work today.
Not today. I shut off fire today.
Off inside of me eyelid. But we will talk. Make sure you hit her up at Kerry-Ann Ingram at YouTube, my sister. And you be safe out there. And let's see if we can get this Billy in the building next week. You know what I'm saying?
Good. Good. Billy.
You know what it is. All right. Take care. All right. Have a good evening. That's right. That's our beautiful sister, the one, the only Kerry-Ann Ingram. Giving that a round of applause. And doing what we have to do, and making things happen on the Healing Vibes right here show with Kerry-Ann Ingram and King Simon. We do what I've got to do. And I just want to remind everybody, that please vote for me. You can vote every day. As long as it's different days, you can vote every day. 954-245-0086. Vote for me at the category. Vote for Brother Rich. Vote for Dr. B. Vote for all of us. We want to walk up there together and win. You know what I'm saying? Together for the second annual Forbidden Knowledge Award. And also want to remind everybody in Brooklyn, if you are into martial arts or studying martial arts in any way, Professor Bill, Grandmaster Bill, is celebrating his 80th birthday. So I had the pleasure to be at the dojo with them. Beautiful, beautiful energy as usual. My brother, Grandmaster Bill, celebrating 80 years. I've known him for at least 30 of those 80 years. Big up to him for many years. May 3rd and May the 4th, Grandmaster Bill McLeod doing a big. So call that number right here on the 5210-3190. That's the 718 area code. Remember, Nicholas Brooklyn is hosting Mfundishi Jehutimas, Ancient Kush, the parents of Ancient Kemet. He will be speaking at Nicholas Brooklyn on May 11th. And in Atlanta, we will be hosting, join us for the premiere of Anunnaki, Ancient Secrets Revealed, produced by Forbidden Knowledge World Tour 2024, May 18th in Atlanta, Georgia at Atlantic Stadium, the 18th IMAX. We will be there. That's 261 19th Street, Northwest Atlanta. We will be there. I will be hosting the VIP section also. And it's going to be the VIP section. I think it's going to be from 3 to 5. And then we're going to go in for the premiere. And then that next day, after we come from the Malcolm X Festival, I'll be having Dr. Phil Valentine in Atlanta. Well, we're going to be interviewing Dr. Phil Valentine on May 19th. And do remember that Professor Smalls is doing the trip to Malcolm X's gravesite on that day too. You got to be there at 125th Street at 8 a.m. in the morning. The buses leave at 9 a.m. in the morning if you're going to go. I'm going to see if I can get Professor Smalls to speak about that. We're going to get them. And the buses are, you know, beautiful. They got a good little rate to go back and forth, round trip. I think it's like $10 or $15 donation to go back. It used to be free, but those buses are costing. So big up to Professor Smalls that's doing that trip to Malcolm X's gravesite and Betty Shabazz's gravesite on that day. But remember, that evening, we're going to be doing this, of course, May 19th with Dr. Angela Moulton. And also in October, we're doing this, the tribute to Dick Gregory and salute to the ancient ancestors. 2 days with Baba Ashra Kwesi and Mira Kwesi. And boom, big up to my son in his studio. Make sure you support the studios. And remember, kerryanningram.com, kerryanningram.com for all of her services, all of her jewelry, all of her healing jewelry. Remember, Lloyd Strayhorn is also a sponsor. Big up to Lloyd. That's lloyd-strayhorn.com. If you want to book a session with me, text me your full name and date of birth, 347-496-1022, 347-496-1022. Remember, you can get all my books through Amazon. Big up to that. And also, my audiobook is being worked on, so we know what we got to do and make it happen. And also, remember, this book is coming out too. Remember what Dr. B says. I forgive myself, my family, and others for imperfection. I am thankful for my life. And big up to what Einstein said. The only real valuable thing is intuition, and logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. Closing out with Dr. Delbert Blair saying, please, universal creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth in your love now. Once again, family, thank you very much for joining this beautiful healing vibe with myself and Kerry-Ann Ingram. Have a great day, afternoon, or evening. We will talk to you next time, and be blessed and be your great self in every healing way. Take care. Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed.
King Simon, I love him. He's family, and he has one of the top shows on the Forbidden Knowledge TV network, actually. That's right. So make sure you guys check that out if you haven't. Yeah, this show is called, it was really based on numerovation. It's a numerology show, and it's called How to Calculate Your Destiny. Yes. By King Simon. He's the host of the show. The show has done so well, we're now getting ready to start working on filming season 2. All right, so King Simon, one of the top shows on Forbidden Knowledge TV, streaming TV platform.